YTBC, what's the deal? So I just want to do a quick prediction on this heavyweight matchup that's coming up on May 27th. It will be on the next installment of was it Championship Boxing on CBS Sports Network. Jarrell Big Baby Miller versus Nick Guivas. Miller did have another opponent, and I keep forgetting this guy's name. Jeez, man. His last name starts with a C. Conjua or something like that. He had him as opponent originally, then that guy, for whatever reason, pulled out the fight, and they gave Nick Guivas the fight. I looked Guivas up. There's one fight on YouTube. Damn, I forget the guy name who he fought, but he won in the first round. You just type his name in, it's the first fight that pops up. Then there's another fight on Daily Motion against Bowie Tapu. Watch that fight. He was able to take Tapu a few rounds. You know, Guivas has a lot of disadvantages going into this fight. He's 10 years the senior on Jarrell Miller. Miller has a 4-inch height advantage and I believe a 5-inch reach advantage. I don't really like calling a guy a bum or he's a stay busy fight. Guivas is going to try to bring what he has, but I just think it's a mismatch on skill level and just size. Nothing against Nick Guivas. Seemed like a tough guy. He seemed like he could take a punch or two, but and he has a good right hand. That fight that's on YouTube when he won in the first round, he landed a good right hand. I just think he's too little for Jarrell Miller. Off his back foot, he's not terrible. He'll keep up a nice high guard, try to keep his nice defense, but I've only seen it last for a few rounds, like the Tapu fight. If he starts to have heavy shots land on him, he can hit the canvas. I've seen that. I think his best punch is his right hand. He keeps up a nice high guard, likes to try to box you and move around a little bit. Sometimes he'll come forward. That's the fight when he got the first round knockout. He did that. I think he did that because he probably knew he had the advantage on the guy. Tapu, he gave him a lot more respect and tried to box a little bit and, you know, work a jab. I just don't think it's going to be enough. I think Jarrell's going to have the reach on him. He's going to keep him at the end of his jab. And Guivas, when he does get close and he wants to try to trade and slug, I don't think his power is going to hold up against Miller. I think Miller has more power. So if he fights him close range, I think he's going to get knocked out. And if he tries to fight him from a long range, I think Miller will be able to use his jab, bust him up, and eventually walk him down and get him out of there. I'm expecting a knockout, probably 4th round, maybe 3rd or 4th round knockout in this fight. I know Miller, his eyes are set towards fighting Trevor Bryan. But from what he told me personally, he told me put that on hold for right now, and he's going after Bermane Stiverne. So that's the fight that he wants. We know they got into it at the heavyweight factory down there in Florida at that gym. Miller showed up. Well, before all that, they were talking crap to each other on Instagram and social media. He was, you know, Miller had a lot to say about Bryan and Stiverne, and he said he's going to come down to their gym, and they told him, oh, we'll bring your ass down here. And he went down there. And he went down there, and you see what happened. Trevor Bryan wasn't there that day, but Stiverne was, and they almost got into an altercation. So I don't want to see those guys street fight. You know, I have enough respect for those guys where I can say I don't want to see y'all street fight. I'd rather see y'all do it in the ring for the fans to see and get all that, you know, whatever it is. I'm sure it's not real hatred, but it is probably some competitive juices flowing when they get around each other. So just handle it in the ring, man. And then once y'all go in there and slug it out, I'm not going to say you'll be homies after the fight, but you'll probably have a lot more respect for each other after the fight. And I think they respect each other now, but you know how it is between fighters, man. They seem to gain more respect after they fight each other. But I think there's going to be, I just don't think Guivas he has too many disadvantages going into this fight, man. And he's up there in age. And he's not like a guy that's up there in age and he's, you know, 6'6", 250 pounds with a plethora of KOs. You know, it's not like it's a Shannon Briggs type of situation. This is an older, smaller guy, a journeyman level guy. So I expect Jarrell Miller to handle this business on May 27th on CBS Sports Network. Just getting this out there. YTBC. I'm out.